Okay, starting. Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Voiceletter from Canada. My name is Ms.Bean and
The searching.
are here.
Yes.
Okay, everything's working fine. If you guys can't hear us, or maybe I'm too quiet, please let me know because I'm gonna start yelling.
Or too loud, yes. Just let us know. Yeah.
I can turn down the volume easily, but it's hard to turn up the volume on my side. Hello, Pasaran. Hello, Powderman-san. Hello there. Hi there. Welcome back.
Yes, welcome.
Alrighty. How are you guys doing today? Including you, Searching. How are you doing?
I'm enjoying my birthday today, as you can see.
Oh, yes. Very
yes.
important. Today
Yes.
is Mr. Searching's birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Searching.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hello, Bean, the cat, and Searching, the turkey hunter. Yes, that's right. Thank you very
The
much.
ultimate duo.
The cat and turkey hunter. We decided to do this to just try out to see what it's like to have this English radio show during live streaming. If we actually miss you guys' comment, I'm sorry, I just can't probably read everything, but I'll do my best to catch up with all the comments.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm also checking it, so don't worry.
Okay, sounds good. And also, welcome, Uki.
Yes, welcome, Yuki, Vasaran, Powderman. Thank you
Never
for joining us.
saying, happy birthday.
Happy. They're gonna sing a song now for me, please.
Happy birthday, Mr. Searching. Happy birthday, Mr. Searching. Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Wow.
Happy birthday to you.
That really touched me. Thank you. Thank you.
Did you notice who I was copying?
Yes. Wasn't that a song from Pink?
What?
Yeah, Pink sang a song like that. Something with President. I don't know.
What?
What?
Welcome, Mia and Icing Bear. Welcome.
Yes.
No,
Welcome.
I was singing like Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, yes. Marilyn.
Singing,
Oh.
dude! JFK! Come on.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I wasn't born in that time, huh?
Disappointment.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but thank you anyway. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
So, it's your birthday, Searching.
Yes. Yes, I became 35 today.
35?
35, yes, I'm getting old.
How do you feel about the 35? He's 35 years old, everybody.
Wow, how
35.
I feel? I don't really know. Like, how am I supposed to feel as being 35? I still feel like 16 in my head, so yeah, it's okay, I guess.
Did you feel like you were 16 when you were 16?
No, I felt much older.
How can you get younger then?
Well, I'm full of surprises.
So it's your birthday.
Yes.
And what you got for your birthday?
Well, I got a game for my birthday.
Ah.
Yes. Oh, I got Layers of 2.
You were just
Layers
playing.
of Fear 2. Yes, that's the one that I was playing. Yes, I got that for my birthday, and also the new logo of the turkey hunter.
The one that we are seeing right now.
Yes, the one that you're seeing right now. I also got that. Amazing person. Yeah, that's about it. But I never really cared that much about presents. But I always appreciate a lot when people put time and effort in giving something.
Yeah, because you want to see like how much you actually care about the person,
Mhm.
right? It's not like
Yeah.
only about gift or anything.
Yeah.
I see that.
So yeah, I was really happy with that.
So like this, we're gonna keep talking in English, but if necessary, I'm gonna explain in Japanese. But you guys are trying very hard to talk to us in English, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And his age is 35, not 38.
Yes, Powderman, 35.
You might wanna type it in then. The correct number.
Yes. It's 3 and 5, please. Thank you.
3 and 5, guys. 3 and 5.
Come back in a couple of years. Okay, then you can see 38.
So we're not gonna do this too long. It's just I don't know, experiment, I guess.
Yeah.
So tell me about Layers of Fear 2. What's your impression so far?
Well, to go back, the first one I really enjoyed, so I was very excited to start the second one. And I didn't notice what I think it is. That's a complete new story. I think it has nothing to do with the first game, as far as I remember. And it's interesting. It has a complete different direction for what I was used to from the first one. I think the first one was a little bit more creepier, I guess, a little bit more gore, a little bit more horror into it.
Right.
And with this one, they try to build it up very slowly, for what I already noticed. And for what I've noticed till now, the story is about some kind of movie director, and they're shooting a movie at a boat, for what I noticed. And I think the director itself is a little bit crazy, and he starts doing really crazy stuff on the set itself, and people got killed, I guess. It's a little bit blurry till now. I haven't really figured it out 100%, but yeah, it's building up to something. So yeah, it's good. Yeah, I enjoy it till now.
Yeah, I noticed like a lot of movie sets within the game. I was wondering about it.
Yeah.
And there are lots of tricks that could surprise you. The one thing I remember was there was no door, but by doing something, the door showed up as like some kind of drawing. It's almost like someone drew it on the wall or something. And once you get close to it, you actually can open the door because it becomes a physical door.
Yeah, that was really nicely done. I really like that part.
Trick. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you're enjoying the horror game so far.
Yeah, I've been spending a lot of time with horror games lately. I don't know, getting the feel for it, I guess. I've been a lot of time spending also on Itch.io. So I don't know, yeah, I'm still gonna do the other games, don't worry. It's just like the games I'm doing right now on Itch.io is just like something to put in between.
Well, the problem is because you're trying out so many horror games from Itch.io, you're ahead of me. Like every time I try to play something, okay, he played it again. Oh, again. He played, oh my god, he's played this again. It was on my like wish list and he played it. Like,
okay, then maybe next time I'll send you a message just to ask, just in case if you already have plans to play that game, then I wanna play it.
keep doing what you're doing. I'll find something different then. I'm gonna just talk to the audience in Japanese for a sec, okay?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
はい、今までずっとこう英語で喋ってきてるんですけど、ちょっとどこまでなんていうのかな、
I'll
理
be
解
right
して
back.
OK 理解していただいてるかちょっとわからないですし、できる限り日本語でね説明をしたいかなとは思うんですけれども、わからないところがあったらこんなことなのかななんてね説明しながらやっていきたいと思います。今ちょっと席外してるんでね、彼の方がね今日誕生日なんですね。なのでこういう機会を設けてやろうと思いました。新しいロゴとゲーム Layers of Fear 2ですね。誕生日にゲットしたということで、そのことについてちょっと話してました。さっき Layers of Fear 2のですね、ゲームしてたんですけれども、1作目とはちょっと違って、2作目は本当に1作目と切り離したような感じのストーリー展開で、2作目に関しては船の中にいるんだけれども、その中に映画のセットを作ったっていう感じで、物語が進んでるみたいなんですね。で、1作目とは違くて、面白いと。もう1作目の方はもうちょっと気持ち悪かったっていうかね、恐怖心煽るようなことが結構あったよっていう話もしてましたね。はい。他には何の話してたかな。そんな感じで、ところどころ説明が入れられるのであれば入れたいと思いますけれども、英語を試す機会だと思って聞いていただければいいかなと思います。I was just explaining to the audience about how you felt about the game, what the game looked like, and how different it is from the first one, and also what you got on your birthday, kind of thing. So summer means horror in Japan, and I'm quite interested in horror games to start sometime maybe in August, because I'm thinking to have like a week off.And dedicate myself to one horror game. But I've been thinking about it. I don't know what I can find because I'm thinking to find a game that could last only for a couple hours and I don't know, finish in 1 week because I don't want to play this horror game like for 1 month. Well,
of course.
Yeah, because it's probably bad for my mental health and physical health.
Yeah, it could be interesting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. What you're gonna play? You already have something in mind, or?
No, I've been I don't know. I've been just considering thinking about it, but I don't want to find the one that's too short, like could finish in 30 minutes, or I don't want to play a game like. What is it called? Five Nights at Freddy's. Because you literally need practice and you have to kind of play it for a long time, and I don't like that kind of jump scare horror. So, and also I can't play FPS, right?
Yeah.
I understand it. Oh, okay, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Pardon me.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys in Japanese to make sure what's going on. 一応日本語でね、皆さんにたまに話しかけますけれども、もう彼には話してあるんですけれども、日本語で話すときには皆さんに向けて、何を話したのかっていうのを説明するっていう感じでやってます。今話してたのはですね、私個人的に8月のどっか1週間ちょっと仕事を休んでホラーウィークやろうかなと思ってて、でそれがちょうどお盆の時期いいかななんて思ってるんですね。参加される方はしていただきたいんですけれども、大型連休ですので、大型連休って言い方もあれですけど、一応連休なので皆さん参加できないかもしれないんですけどね、暇だなって人もいるかもしれないんでね、そういう人向けに配信できればなと思っています。まだどのホラーやるとかね決めてないんですけどね。So I'm gonna have this week off, maybe in 2 weeks. Not this week, not next week, but the week after. So in 3 weeks, maybe. Sometime between August 13th to 16th, maybe. Yeah. Well, I have to keep looking, anyways.
Because it's this event right now in Japan, or it's coming. I'm not really 100% sure. I forgot the name of it. That Japanese
Obon.
people they remember their ancestors.
Yeah, it's called Obon.
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 Obon. Obon week is coming. I think it used to be like a traditional week for people to kind of show respect and appreciate dead people and welcome them to home during this week, because we believe, I shouldn't say we believe, but there is a belief that those spirits come back to our place, like visit like their family and stuff during this week.
No, it's very, very interesting for me to hear about this, because I'm curious to learn actually more about this this type of event. Yeah, I just find it very interesting how people see this and how they actually deal with this. Because I think I saw it last year also, that people make actually these figurines. Well, not really a lot of people anymore do it, I guess. But it was the first time I saw it, and it was very interesting to me to see something like this, and also the history around it a little bit. So I find it very, very intriguing to know more about this.
Right.
But you say that this this event is like dying out a little bit?
I think so. Yeah, I was discussing about this the other day, but more and more people just don't believe in supernatural stuff. You know, because of the technological development, we just believe in, you know, space stuff, internet stuff, you know, IT, instead of something like organic, something like, you know, natural, supernatural, like medicine, like chemical medicine versus like herbal medicine kind of thing. You know, one could be just technology, the other could be just witchcraft. Some people think it's just like, you know, it's just old thinking to believe that there are spirits, and people just don't respect that kind of thing anymore. Obon week is, yes, that's between 13th to 16th. It's a horror game fest. Could be.
Now it's called this week.
That week is Obon, and I'm thinking to actually, I don't mean to tease dead people, but that's the time. I'm gonna try a horror game.
Shame on you, you black cat.
Yeah, I'll stay black cat and play horror game.
Yeah.
If Bean don't decide what horror games play, maybe searching will play first. Good idea, I think.
Yeah, let's searching play it first. Let's see if I would like it.
Don't worry, he's gonna keep playing lots of horror games.
Yeah, definitely.
And horror means happy. Yes, horror means happy.
Yes. So, I don't know if they're like, and that's maybe like a question for the people in chat. There's still people who actually believe in this. And,
the Obon stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to ask them?
Yeah, if you want, thank you.
まあ今本人からちょっと気になってるっていうことでね、あえて今日本語で話しますけれども、まあお盆っていうのがだいたい8月の13日から16日ぐらいにだと考えられてますけど、皆さんの地方ではどうですか？この習慣まだ結構生きてる習慣ですかね？それともうちではもうそんなのやらないよとかね、まあ中にはまあそんなのないでしょっていう感じでね、バカバカしいって思う人もいると思うんですけど、なんか本人はこの習慣はまだみんながやってることなのかっていうの興味あるみたいなんですけどね。まあ私の場合はなんだろうね、うちに帰るとね、母親がねちょっとね仏壇の周りを飾り付けしたりするのはあって、まあさすがにナスとかキュウリに足生やすっていうことはもうしないけど、私の祖母 の場合にはやってましたね。今思うと自分が子供の頃。そういうの結構熱心だったんだよね、うちのおばあちゃんね。Now I think about it, my grandmother was actually making that kind of a ride using vegetables. So like stuffed chopsticks to like eggplants and cucumbers to pretend like there are like horses and cows and stuff so that the spirit can ride on it and come to home and leave with this ride or something like that. I'm not really sure, but it's the way they how can I say welcome the spirits are different depending on where you come from too. So it's not like the same everywhere. I think it's slightly different, and I simply think that it's a hassle for people to do something at home. But every summer now I think about it, my mom started to decorating like a little shrine at home, which is not for God, which is for like grandparents and stuff, like, you know, close family, not like, you know, Buddha or anything. We used to have that kind of little place everywhere, but some people don't have it anymore. Like, you don't have a grave for your family kind of thing. Some people don't have it because of their choice, you know, because owning grave is expensive.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And some people, like Pao Daman-san, I would go to visit a grave in Obon. This is actually the most common thing. People actually visit their ancestors. And welcome to the stream, Tiramisu. How are you doing today?
Yes, welcome, Tiramisu. Thank you for joining us.
Actually, one of my students was talking about visiting her mother's grave, I think. Because his mom passed away like a couple of years ago, I think. And he said it's just a tradition and it's a way to get together for them and, you know, not to forget about their mother and stuff. And a lot of stores will sell Obon decoration in August, yeah. Sorry, you can keep talking.
Oh yeah. So what was I about to say? Yeah, we have something similar, like here in Belgium, that we remember the dead. Actually, it's also a holiday, but it's only one day with us. But the question I have, like, you said that it's like you have different regions in Japan, and each region has like maybe different kind of animal spirit.
Animal spirit.
Yeah, the people make the horse or the cow that the spirit can ride on towards home.
Oh, it's no. The way they actually welcome the ancestors are different. It doesn't mean about their rights or anything. What each region does is completely different depending on the region.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's always but could always be the same animal. It's not like they're different animals as well.
Yeah, it could be just a different like vegetable. It could be very specific vegetables. Could be like tradition not to actually welcome ancestors. Like I don't know about it, but there is like a basic standard way to welcome ancestors, the spirits of ancestors, I think. But I feel like the way we do it is different depending on where you come from too. But there are no big difference. But I still believe there is a small difference in each region, I think.
And do you actually know where this comes from?
The idea?
Like the origin itself. Like why would you use the vegetables to create like a horse or a cow for the spirits?
I don't know if... I feel like
or if somebody knows in chat, I don't know.
Studied about this. 今ちょっと質問出てたんですけど、お盆になるとさ、ナスとかキュウリに足刺してってなんで、箸を刺して足にして 乗り物みたいにするんですけど、なんで野菜なのって今質問来たんですけど、そもそもどこからこの風習来てるのっていうふうに聞かれたんですけど、知ってる方いたら教えてください。I'm going to pray for the end of World War II in 8/15th. No, 8/15, August 15th. Some people actually do this kind of thing, like try to remember about the people who died in World War II, because the day World War II ended was when August was this 15th, not 7th. Maybe I might be thinking the day that they dropped the atomic bomb. That could be like August, what, 7th, 6th, something like that.
It could be. And also don't recall.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, it's something we should remember, and especially Japanese people feel very strong towards the date, because a lot of people died because of the atomic bomb, and I think every year we have some kind of ceremony somewhere in Nagasaki, I think, or Hiroshima. That's where they dropped the atomic bomb, I think.
Yeah.
And Zoichi-san, welcome. Okay, he wrote something, so I'm gonna read it.
Yeah, sure.
お盆の時期、故人やご先祖様の霊が家に戻ってくる際、生き生きする乗り物として作られたとされています。霊が戻って来られる時には、キュウリの馬に乗って一刻も早く家に帰ってきてもらい、少しでも長くこの世にいてもらいたい。帰る時にはナスの牛に乗って景色を楽しみながらゆっくりと帰ってもらいたいという願いが込められています。何これ、おしゃれ。すごいおしゃれだわこれ。So according to what he wrote, I still don't know why they use vegetables, but they use cucumber to pretend it's a horse, so that the spirit can come back to their home quickly, riding on a horse. But on the way back to wherever they have to go back, they ride on a cow, which is eggplant ride, so they can take time and enjoy the views from the cow. Isn't that beautiful?
That's interesting, yeah.
Do you want to read the comments, Richard?
Yeah, sure, yeah. I think meats are high cost and vegetables are low cost in Edo period of before. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, meats are a little bit, the cost is a little bit too high, I guess. I understand that. And vegetables are a little bit lower, definitely. I think that's, well, is it actually, do people ever did it with meat? Or it's always been with vegetables?
I think like Pasaran said, I think it was expensive. Meat wasn't that affordable for like most people. So they actually used vegetables.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can understand that, definitely.
Yeah, I also didn't know that the cucumbers mean horse and eggplants mean cow. I mean, like, it totally makes sense, considering the shape. But it's actually very interesting trivia, I guess.
Hey, Philip.
Hi, Philip.
Welcome.
Welcome. So it's actually really interesting to dig into like your own tradition, because there are so many things that you don't even know. And like right now, when you ask me about, so what is this? How does it work? What does it mean? Like how? Like I should.
Thank you, Philip. But yeah, not everybody knows, of course. It's not a bad thing. I was just curious about it. Like, for me, it doesn't matter who answers it. But
no, I'm glad you asked, because this is a really good opportunity for me to really understand what's going on. Like I didn't even know that. And happy birthday, yes. we are celebrating his birthday today.
Yes.
I think he's still
If I
accepting gifts.
Yes, till midnight. Well, my midnight. Van one side says cucumbers and eggplants are vegetables for summer and easy to get them. Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, it makes sense too, because cucumbers and eggplants are both summer vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that the people use different things, and maybe those vegetables actually last long. I don't think you want to stop tomatoes, right? And pretend that's another right.
Yeah, maybe like meat. It would like attract a little bit more, like, I don't know, flies or animals or something like that. I don't know.
That would be so really funny. Grandpa, you have so many flies around you. That would be so bad. Well, maybe I'll take care of the meat before Grandpa or Grandma arrives. Like, oh, I have to take care of the meat before you come. It looks so good. Or your ride has to stay in the fridge, Grandpa, Grandma.
Put like if you put it outside, you have to put like traps around it or something.
I have to put like fly traps around it. Or maybe put like a lot of bug spray.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got distracted. If a coconut has both hair and milk, why isn't it considered a mammal? What? If a coconut has both hair and milk, why isn't it considered a mammal?
What?
That's a very philosophical question, Philip. Do you find coconut very attractive? That's a question from me to you. Has hair and milk and...
I don't know.
I want to decorate tomatoes. I think you have to get rid of the jelly inside. It's gonna be really hard to dry out, because once you keep the jelly inside, it start being this chopsticks. It start leaking, and you have to clean up really well.
Welcome, Molotov. Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome. Thank you very much for coming, Molotov.
Yes. But yeah, it's I find it very interesting to learn new things about Japanese culture. Because over here it's getting really boring, so I need something new. Okay.
Well, you kind of have to appreciate your own culture to understand what's going on.
Yeah, I know, but it's always more interesting to see a different culture, how people live, how people act, and stuff like that. Religious type stuff like that, just in general.
Anything you found interesting recently about Japanese culture, Japanese people? Are there anything you want to ask? Because this is a good chance.
Yes, now bombed with all these Japanese people. Be very careful what you're gonna ask.
Yeah, watch your back.
Yeah, I want to ask this actually for all these amazing Japanese people in chat here. Are there people who, and they don't have to answer this, of course, but I'm just curious. Are there people that are like interested in religion in general, like, and how many types of religions are there in Japan?
How many types of religions are there? Well,
Japanese people are so shy. Yes, I already know this. That's right, I already know.
well, I think
But just try it.
Well, first of all, I personally think that Japanese people are not shy. This shy thing comes from like a Western perspective. Like, Western people think Japanese people are shy, but the behavior fits in like shy behavior in Western culture. It doesn't mean like, you know, Japanese people are like typically shy, in my opinion. Because do I act shy? Do I look shy?
Well, maybe that's why you're using a cat.
That's why I'm using my cat?
Ah, yes.
What do you mean by using my cat? This is me.
Okay. No, I think like I didn't really want to say it like that, like really shy, like maybe withdrawn or like keeping their opinions to themselves.
Yeah, because that's how the language is structured and that's how the culture is structured. I think that's why. Like going back to your question, maybe I'll ask them in just in case in Japanese.
Yeah.
差し支えなければですけれども、日本人の宗教観についてね、今聞かれたので、意見のある方はぜひ書いていただきたいんですけれども、こう日本にはどういう宗教があるのかとか、私自身そこまで訳せないですけれども、その日本人の宗教観についてですね、多分興味を持ってるんですね。この間隠れキリシタンのことについてちょっと彼と話してたんですけれどもね、ちょっと隠れキリシタンに関してはちょっと別枠のような気もするんですよね。彼の出身の国であるベルギーにはたくさんのクリスチャンの方がいてですね、とても真面目に信仰なさっているので、本当にそんなこともダメなのっていうようなことをもう本当にタブーとしてますし、なかなか平等って叫ばれてる現代社会ではなかなかこういうことを言うのかって思うようなことも信仰ということで結構言う人とかも多いみたいなんですよね。So I don't think a lot of people are willing to talk about religion, and especially some religions are kind of considered forbidden or kind of like not appropriate, and also the politics and religions are considered not very good topic for discussion or general chit chat.
Yeah, I was just curious, like just to know how many different types there are, not to really like let people talk if they believe in something, just to know how many type of religions there actually is in Japan.
Do you consider like Muslim in Japan as like part of the religion? You think like as
any
Japanese
type of religion. Any type of religion.
There are some religion, but I don't think I should actually even talk about it here.
Okay.
Yes, I'm sorry, but that's a very, very difficult topic because I even heard that TV shows, TV stations specifically avoid talking about the religion, and I really don't want to talk about it. I feel like it's very inappropriate.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. I'm just asking it to learn a little bit more about the culture itself. But if there are people who want to like ask me something, they can always ask if they want to. I'm open-minded for everything.
質問があったら仮にですけれども、質問いただければ答えますよっていう話もしてますね。彼の職場の人の話なんですけど、今出てなかったんですけれども、すごい経験なっていうのかな、クリスチャンの人がいてですね、同性愛もダメだし、婚前交渉もダメかなとか、結構厳しくってですね、本当に神様を信じなければ地獄に行くっていうのを信じているような人も結構いるみたいなんですよね。日本ではあんまり目立たないですけど、ただ目立ってないだけなのかなと思いますけどね。Materialist. I probably do not believe in a particular religion, but there may be some Buddhist faith. I think there are actually a lot of people like that. People follow religious customs but they don't actually consider them as religious. That's what I think the most unique part about how religion is in Japan. So a lot of things we do, like visit a grave and worship ancestor and greet death. This is, I think this is quite religious activities. And people put the palm together in front of their chest and pray. This is a religious act. A lot of things we say, let's eat, which is itadakimasu. It's a greeting before you eat. I heard it actually is from Buddhism. But we do this to just, do stuff before eating. Not without thinking that it's a religious activity, knowing that this is religious activity or comes from religious activity. There are a lot of things that we do come from Buddhism, or could be Shinto. It's also another religion. But we don't consider ourselves religious.
It's interesting.
Yeah, so like, for example, in Belgium, it's obvious someone's Christian, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we have also a lot of different types over here, but it's a little bit more open, I guess. I don't even know how many kind of religions there are here, but there are a couple of them. But I think the biggest ones are Christianity, Muslim, and Jehovah, I think.
Jehovah?
I think.
Okay. So it's just another kind of different branch of Christian.
Yeah. And there are a lot more of these branches of Christianity. I don't really understand it, but it's just there.
Do you want to tell us a story about when people visited you?
Okay, I can actually tell the story. Yeah, I'll try to keep it as short as possible.
No, try to be as accurate as possible.
No, you can't do this to me, come on.
Well, I want to hear it.
Okay. Yeah, I do have a story, actually. It's a very big thing here in Belgium that people arrive at your door. And most of the time, they're from Jehovah's Witnesses. Telling the story, I'm not slandering anybody who is Jehovah's Witness. I just want to make it sure and clear. So I think it was a couple of months ago. I think a couple of months ago. I came back from work, and and I was just about to jump in the shower to get washed, and somebody rings my bell. I was like, yeah, okay, who can that be? Bell, nobody rings my bell. So I go downstairs, and there are like these two women standing in the hallway. So I open the door. It's like, yes, okay, ladies, can I help you with something? Ah, yes, we are here to ask you something. I was like, yes, okay, yeah, you can ask me, okay. But I really want to get in the shower, like sweating and dirty and everything. It's like, just make it quick, okay? They're like, oh yeah, okay. Can you tell us what is your point of view of society these days? And I already noticed who they were, because you can easily spot these people.
Yeah, they look fancy and stuff.
Yeah, they look really fancy, and they always have like this book or pamphlet with them, and they look all the same. The way they talk and everything is so stereotyped. It's unbelievable. If you've seen them once, you will remember them the second time, believe me, even if it's a different person. So anyway, so they asked me, like, what is your point of view of society these days? And I probably had like a really bad day at work or something. I was like, I'm not like really in the mood for these kind of questions, So I just gave it to them straight, and I was like, and sorry for my language right now. So I just told them, like, yeah, I think we're just screwed. like this whole society, and I start to rant like crazy. I told him like, yeah, society and the world these days, it's just going to hell, and we're still polluting the earth with our cars and our factories and our ocean debris and stuff like that. And they were like looking at me like, okay, we didn't really expect that question. Okay, yes, we understand. And what is do you have a solution for this? It's like, yeah, it's very simple. We should stop with everything. We should stop moving. Stop riding cars. Start polluting the earth. Just stop. Just push the stop button. Like, yes. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Because I already knew what the point was of them, what direction they wanted to go to. And at a certain point, they tried to like interrupt me. It's like, yes, but don't you think that religion and belief could save the world? I was like, look, ma'am, like, how many years have we already been talking about this? Decades already. People are talking about, okay, the end of days and still this and that. It's still moving on, you know? Like, I don't have anything against religion, but if there's a real God, then he should stop right now and push the reset button and just start all over again, okay? There's no point in waiting, because the longer we wait, the worse it's gonna get. I was like, yes, okay. And they were looking at each other like, okay, what are we supposed to do now? So they just gave me this pamphlet. Yeah, would you just make sure that you want to like maybe read this and maybe consider of joining us? I was like, the first thing I'm gonna do is take a shower, okay? Then maybe I will read it. Yeah, but enjoy the rest. Yeah, definitely. Like, it was taking too long, and the longer I was staying there talking, then the more I got annoyed. Really, it's like, oh no, please go away. So it's like they always come with the good intentions, but you always really know that they have like their own point of view, and they're just trying to convert you in their direction.
Well, that's
and
what they want.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, religion is something that like we can have like hours of discussion about it. And yeah, I used to be religious, but not anymore. So
今何話してたかっていうとねなんか数ヶ月前に明らかにキリスト教の人たちが来たんだって、何人か 2,3 人ぐらいのマダムかな来たんだと思うんだけど、なんかこの社会についてどう思いますかみたいな感じで話しかけられたんだってアパートの前で来たからでハンターもう不機嫌、もう仕事から帰ってきても汗だく、汚い格好何って感じでドア出たっぽいのよなんかよみたいなで、それでそういうなんかもう最近の社会についてどう思われますみたいなこと言われて、いやもうね全部ね社会的な活動なんかやめちまえばいいんだよみたいなこと言ったらしいのいやそれでもなんか神様のお救いがあればって知らんみたいなことを言ってねものすごい言ったらしいよ。なんかいや社会活動こんなのあるから良くないなとかね、そんなね神様がいるんだったらね俺はとっくにリッチになってるとかね、もうボロクソ言ってやったんだって。もうドアまで来たマダムたちに謝れって思ったよね、この話聞いた時にねとりあえずじゃあこのパンフレットだけなっつってね置いてってくれたらしいんだけどね、もうとりあえず先にシャワー浴びなきゃいけないからとか言ってものすごいおばちゃんたちの扱いをしたらしいよ。ひどいよね。私その話聞いて大爆笑したんだけどね。この人は不機嫌な時はね近寄らない方がいいです。Okay, I just explained in a nutshell how terrible you are.
It sounded much funnier in Japanese than
Because this is the second time for me to hear it. You pretty much told them to, go away. I'm grumpy. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Fuck the society. No hope. God?
No hope, bro.
He didn't save me when I was younger.
No, he didn't.
There is no such thing.
Oh, yeah, go away.
Okay, if you're religious, stay away from him.
Yeah. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, it'll bite your ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Religion is always something. Yeah, it should be like really a lovely thing, but it's just turning into something really, yeah, disgusting almost. I guess these days.
Yeah, you don't really like the whole idea.
In terms of variation of religions, in Japan there are churches and mosques, and there are different branches in Buddhism. Yeah, I did see that already, Tiramisu. I did some research on YouTube, and just to learn a little bit more about the culture. And I did notice that, well, I saw a lot of temples of Buddhism, a lot of statues. So I assume that, I could be wrong, of course, that's one of the main religions over there. But correct me if I'm completely wrong in this. Your face is so evil. Smile, black cat. I think it froze a little bit, I guess.
いただきます means thank you for your life, and this to eat, I think. I don't know if you remember, I just said that like a lot of things, like little things we do come from religious activities. いただきます is the way to greet before you start eating, and that means I thank for your life, and this to eat. According to Passaron. But I think the whole idea is to show appreciation towards the food you have, because you take your life and you keep living, right? I think that's what it is. Okay. I'm trying to control this avatar.
Oh my god.
Sorry guys, I got super distracted. NHK and the religious visit is so bad. So in Japan, it's the same thing happens.
Oh really?
It's pretty much the same. I told you, like, Christian people used to visit my parents' house, and NHK is what does NHK stand for? 日本放送局だっけな? It's
Yeah, what I want to know that. What does that mean?
It's a TV station.
What?
It's it's a TV station, make you pay money.
What?
Yeah. They literally visit you, and if you're not paying, they force you to pay.
What? That's absurd.
No, it's true. Like once,
wow,
I got into an argument with this guy from NHK. I told him that there is no TV at this place. This tenant doesn't have TV. And he said like, oh no, it doesn't matter, you have to pay, or something like that. So I told him, the NHK guy, okay, come inside to find a TV in this room. Just come inside.
Oh,
and this guy's no, just, it's just okay, just, no, I don't need to do that. I was like, just come in to check. I don't really watch TV. Yeah. This tenant doesn't watch TV. And he's like, no, I have to go, but by the way, you have to pay.
But how does it work? Like they just, like, they don't announce anything, they just come to your door and just, oh, you have to pay.
Yeah, pretty much. They bring, have like a tag or IDs. Says like, my name is this, I'm from NHK, you're not paying, you have to pay.
It's an evil den, I think. It's a public broadcast channel, so they require money. But it's not fair, like to come to people's door and it's like, okay, here's a bill. And does anybody know the price of this?
I don't know how much that people pay.
Does it happen a lot?
How much you guys pay monthly? I just assume like 3,000 yen, 2,000 yen. I don't know. Could be like 15 euro. I don't know.
15 euro.
Well, like Tirami said, NHK does not have a commercial sponsor. So like regular TV station have a lot of TV commercials, right?
Yeah.
And this TV station doesn't have it.
But where does it come from? Like who created this?
I think it started
this
a long
channel
time ago. Like what, between like World War One and Two? I don't know when it started, but like
Wow.
she said, it's a public broadcasting channel. So like everyone could watch it, but we had to pay. It's like a tax, I guess. But the way they collect money is either you actually proactively transfer money to the broadcasting station, or if you just refuse to do it, they come and force you to pay.
What? That's so weird. Like I never heard of these kind of things before.
Annually,
it's interesting. Like,
about 8,000 yen. Is it interesting? So 8,000 yen, but like maybe like let's say 50 euro annually.
50 euros per year. But like, is this like if you have a TV in Japan and this is automatically on your TV, that's a channel that you can visit? You can't erase that channel of your TV, no?
You can watch it. You just have a choice to get into the argument or just pay peacefully.
So like, yeah, probably. So you're screwed if you like it or not. You have to pay for it.
I don't know, like, if they can actually punish you for not paying.
Because over here you have to like pay for cable. Because I had cable years ago, and I also stopped with cable, because I didn't watch TV anymore.
No, you have to pay cable. It's same everywhere. But this is public broadcasting, like Tirami said.
Bonnie, welcome.
Welcome. Hello. You're not paying. You're punished. Technically,
Yeah, but
no, you just get into argument.
So people still have the chance to like, okay, like I don't care about cable, like I don't need it. But then they don't have anything. So if you get cable, if I'm understanding this correctly, then automatically this NHK is in it.
Yeah, if you just hook it up, you can just watch like a regular TV stations, TV channel. But cable TV is different. That's what you have to pay for.
Interesting. Okay.
ユーロはですね、モデレーターがやっぱしユーロ使ってるんで、自然とちょっと調べるようになって、なんとなく感覚ね、合ってるかどうかわかんないですけどね。なんとなくと思ってます。だいたい多分ね、8000円って言ったら50ユーロぐらいだと思うんだよね。だから、ドルって換算すると多分80ドルぐらいで、それよりね、もっと低い値段になっちゃうと思うので、円からユーロに変えるときに多分50ユーロぐらいだと思うんですよね。NHK から国民を守る党という政党の最近の日本にWelcome, Oyoyo. So there is actually our new political department says trying to protect Japanese citizens from NHK. That's
good. That's good.
Did you vote for it?
Wow, I haven't heard this something from a politician actually. Wow, this is actually really good.
But NHK is like really controversial, and like everyone hates the way that they collect money. Like, why couldn't they just like take the money from tax instead of like knocking every single door to kind of like force them to pay? Because think about if you're doing this job, do you want to do that? No one wants to do that.
No, it must be stressful every single day.
It's freaking stressful.
No, totally not.
I don't think he was an NHK guy, but those salespeople are sometimes too aggressive. I've seen my dad got into fights. Because this guy was like so pushy and stuff. Like no matter how many times like we say no, like try to stay. But you kind of have to be tough. But that's what they do. But you have to say no to no. You know?
Yeah. They really try to manipulate, probably.
And you actually have to. You don't have to pay, I don't think. I don't know what the actual system is, but people eventually pay because most people are annoyed by this visit. You know, take this like $50, $60, you know, €50, €60, you know. Don't come again. I'm good for another year, kind of thing. I think that's why most people are paying for it. Because how many people watch TV now?
Yeah.
That's
really weird.
HK. That's right. I know you guys are upset about this.
Yeah, I can see it. People are getting a little bit upset with this. Maybe we should change topic right now.
Don't underestimate Japanese people.
The collective can receive money when they make a contract, so they are desperate. Wow. Okay. But doesn't the government do anything about this? Like somebody has to be able, right?
Well, I think NHK is technically under government. That's how I feel.
Wow.
That's why it's called public broadcasting channel, right? It's not private, it's public.
I voted for the party in the election, actually.
Oh, good for you. Because a lot of people don't for voting in Japan. It's not like Belgium, I don't think. You get fined or you get fined if you don't go for voting in Belgium?
Yeah, the thing is over here, because it was just like recent, I think like maybe 2 months ago, that every year you get like with every election that's coming, you get like a card from Belgium itself that you have to go and vote, or from the city that you live in. And it says, okay, on that date, between that and that hour, you have to go to that address. It could be like a school or library or whatever. And then you have to say, okay, show yourself with your ID card. And then you have to go into these those cubicles.
Yeah,
and you get like the papers with all the names on it. So over here, it's like you have to go to the place where you have to vote, but you do not have to vote. So you're obligated to show yourself with your ID, been there, and then they put a stamp on the card, but you do not have to vote. So what I did, Leslie, this year, it's also a really funny story. So if you want to hear it, I can tell you guys.
You mean like you didn't give your poll to anyone, right? So you kind of, how can I say, refuse to give your like a poll to any candidates.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I actually did, I went to the voting office, and eventually it was my turn to go. So I give them my ID card, and they're like, I think like 6 people sitting next to each other. So they check the card with every information, and at the end of that row of the 6 people, the last person gives me 2 envelopes with all the ministers and the people you want to vote on, and there are 2 boxes standing next to me where you have to put the papers in, the blue box and the pink box. And I received those papers, and I want to put them already in the box because I already made up my mind. Like I'm not, I really don't care about Belgium politics. And then suddenly one of the guys who was sitting at the table was like, "Oh, sir, wait, what are you doing?" I was like, I'm putting the paper. "Oh yeah, but you have to go inside." And he was like, "No, I don't have to. Like, I have to be here, but I don't have to vote, right? It's my right to not vote or like to vote." Oh yeah, yes. And he was looking at the people next to him like, "Can you give me a hand right now? Because I'm losing right now." It's like, what's the problem? And then everybody was like really quiet, and they like refused to open their mouth. I was like, what's the problem now? Like, I've been here, right? You put the stamp on the paper, so I'm ready to go. I put the papers in, and we're done. It's not your business who I vote to or not. Oh yes, yeah. And then the woman who gave me actually the papers, she was like, oh yeah, but that's easy. He made up his mind. He didn't want to vote, so yeah, that's good. Okay, you can go, sir. I was like, yeah, thank you. Bye-bye. And everybody who was like waiting in line, they were all looking at me like, oh my god, what the hell did he do? Like I really didn't care. Like screw it, really. I really didn't care.
Wow.
The whole political bullshit is like, it's so corrupt. That's not normal.
You're so crazy. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, screw their politicians.
For disturbing everyone.
But the whole system actually, yeah, really. Like I had to get out of bed and everything for this. The whole thing behind it is that if you go and vote for somebody, okay, then that person gets your vote. But if you don't vote, then your non-vote actually goes to the majority of the person or the party that actually won.
Oh.
So you're screwed anyway, actually.
So it's not really, it doesn't mean like no meaning into like not voting for any specific person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
So your blind vote, your empty paper that you put in, automatically goes to the majority.
Oh, interesting. Let me.
Which is,
no, keep
it's
going.
not really fair, I think, because then you go back to the whole point of like, what is your own right of voting and not voting? Like if you vote nothing, then it should stay nothing.
That's what I thought.
But no, they use your empty vote for something. So like basically, yeah, there's no point in actually going there because they're gonna use your vote anyway. If nobody would actually, then eventually, yeah, they will have to do something with it.
What's the difference between a pink box and blue box in that case?
I think I'm not really sure because I really don't follow it that well, but I could just give you just an example. Let's say that the blue envelope or the blue paper is for the party itself, and the pink one is for the party, but the people who are in the party.
So you're either voting for the people or person, not a people, a group or a person.
Or both, yeah.
Let me explain about this.
Yeah, sure, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
この間ね、一応説明しますけれども、選挙に行ったんだって。で、一応ベルギーにも投票をなんていうのか拒否する権利っていうのがあるらしくって、一応その投票所に行くんだけれども誰にも投票しないっていうのが可能らしいんですね。でこの人は本当に興味がないし本当に嫌だから、でも行かないってわけにはいかないからっつんで行ったらしいの。でそこにはピンクと青のボックスがあって、どっちに入れてもいいらしいんですね。要はその書き終わったものをね。で一つは、政党に入れるのかなに入れるのと、もう一つはその党の中でも具体的にどの人に入れるのかっていうのをこう選べるらしいんですね。そのための分けているものらしいんです。詳しくは本人もよく分かってないんだけど、多分そういうものだろうと。で本人は全く誰にも投票する気がなかったから、なんていうのかな、ブースみたいなのがあるじゃないですか。そこに普通行って誰々って書いたりとかチェックマークをしてね、封筒に入れてじゃあ箱に入れましょうっていう風になるんだけど、この人の場合には本当に興味がないから、とりあえずその紙、何にも書いてない白紙の紙を入り口でもらって、そのままスッと封筒に入れて、でそのまま箱に入れようとしたんですって。ブースに行って何か書こうっていうその素振りも見せずにね。でそれをしようとしたらなんかテーブルかなんかにいたおっちゃんにね、ちょっと君と何やってるんだ、ちょっと待ちたまえっつって止められて、いや自分そんな興味ないからっつってこのまま入れていいでしょって言ったら、いやそういうわけにいかないでしょみたいな感じでちょっとね口論になったらしいんですね。でも一応彼にはそういう権利があるんですよね。誰にも投票しないって。 っていうことを説明しようとしたんだけど、まあそこにいる会場の人もみんな静かになったらしくって、もうマジ考えられないみたいな。すごい白い目で見られたんだけど、まあ一応そういうね、権利はありますんで、みたいなことを受付のお姉さんにね、なんか言われて、それも帰ってきたらしいんですけどね、ただの変人ですよね。いい話だと思います。Thank you for the amazing story. まさしくこの間、選挙でそれやりました。Welcome to stream Doraneko. Okay, this viewer did exactly the same like what you did.
Perfect. See?
Perfect.
Everybody go to that channel. Really, subscribe to that channel. That's amazing.
忘れてたんですけど、なんていうの、誰にも入れてないっていう投票用紙はベルギーの場合には本人曰くね、100% 調べてみないとわからないんですけれども、無効票にはならないらしいんですね。結局その投票するっていう一票が大多数の政党に入ってしまうらしいんです、一票として。でそのことについてあんまり納得できないというふうに言ってました。で行くだけ偉いっていうふうに今ねベアさん書いてくれましたけど、罰金制度があります、行かないと。なので本人はね、そんなんでお金持ってかれるのはくだらないっつって言ったんでしょうね。Okay, I just forgot to explain about the empty poll, like you refuse to vote for anyone, but still goes to the largest party, right? How can I say? The biggest party?
Yeah, the majority of the votes that the party gets, automatically the empty votes that they had will also go to the majority of the votes.
But it doesn't make any sense. How could this like empty one goes to the most winning one anyways? Shouldn't it go to the most losing one? I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense.
I don't really make up the rules, of course. I think it's already that they did it like that because it's not fair. Because like I said, you're basically forced anyway to vote.
Yeah.
And the thing is with our government is that eventually people vote always for some kind of party, and I always tell people like, don't do it because you'll see, oh no, they're gonna fix our government and Belgium and this and that, and then when the election is done, then it's like, let's see, after 2 days, then all the problems come up, of course. Then they start arguing with each other because they have to form a government. And then the people, let's say that people voted for the left side, and they won the election, but they don't have enough votes in total to make a government. So what they have to do is that they have to negotiate with other parties with their basic direction that they want to go to create this or to save this amazing country here. So they have to work together. And then they argue with each other because their rules don't connect with the ones of the other party. Oh no, we don't want to do it like this because it doesn't fit with your standards and stuff like that. So they start arguing, and that's why we had, like, I don't know, a couple of years ago. I think, was it almost 10 years ago? I'm not really 100% sure. Maybe a little bit of 10 years, I guess. That we had no government for like more than a year.
What?
Yeah, we had no government for more than a year. It was actually a record.
Jeez.
You can look it up. People can look it up, really. Yeah.
That's really scary.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The whole country was in shambles, really. It was all over the world. Such a small country who doesn't have a government for more than a year.
Jeez.
It was ridiculous.
White paper votes. So what you did is called white paper vote in Japan, I guess. You don't
in
vote
Japan,
for
okay, yeah.
And
so
that's
it's blank,
called
yeah.
invalid. So it doesn't work like Belgian, I guess.
Okay, so in Japan it's completely invalid. It doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything.
Okay, I'm moving to Japan then.
選挙の時だけ演説されても分からへん。まあそうだよね。 正直あれに頼ってたらね、もううるさいしか記憶に残ってないしね。So how do you actually learn about politicians, which party you want to vote and stuff? Like how do you collect the information? How do people actually ask people to vote for them?
Oh, they make it very clear. It's ridiculous. I think like maybe a month before the election, they start putting flyers and these really big billboards everywhere on the highway next to houses. You get pamphlets in your mailbox. You see it on the TV. They have debates and everything like that. So they try to convince you into voting for them because we have the best standards, how we're gonna do everything, and blah 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 blah. And every single time, it's always the same. And it's like you get all this paper for a whole month in your letterbox. That, like, what you want me to do? You can check it on the internet and They have like polls over there that with all the standards of each party, you can follow what fits the best for you. You can do follow the statistics and everything like that. It's insane, really. And then after that, whenever the whole hassle is done, then they start to argue with each other. And like, oh, come on, this is ridiculous. What are we doing?
Well, it's the same everywhere. I think in Japan, like flyers aren't even allowed, and politicians are not even allowed to visit like each house. And what we do is drive a car around during a certain time. That's the time that people can let citizens know who's like who are the candidates. Which is you hear the name from a car, like really really loud, like with a huge speaker, and literally annoy you with the noise. Like imagine someone's yelling your name. Searching! Vote for searching! Searching! Vote for searching!
Why would you do that?
Because that's the only way we can do it. Or other thing you can do is you can probably talk about what you want to do as a politician on TV. I think there's a certain time that you're allowed to kind of advertise yourself. But there has to be like an official thing, not like a private thing.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But that's a little bit the issue that I have with like if they go on television and they have these debates and they try to empower their party or the person itself, what they want to do. It looks so fake to me because they're just trying to convince you with what they want to do. But is it like really realistic? Because after the election, then you have to work together with this other party that I don't like. And I don't want to feel connected to that party, but you still have to. So it's a little bit the same like if you vote blank, but you're still gonna get my vote.
Yeah.
At the same time, you're like, I voted for you, but I don't want to do anything with that party because they're extreme right or whatever. But at the same time, you have to work with them together to form a government. So either way, what I'm doing, I'm voting, not voting, I'm gonna be screwed anyway because you're gonna do whatever you want. The only thing that matters is that I pay my taxes. That's the only thing that matters.
Well, it's politics, you know.
Well, it's the same. Like Belgium is one of the smallest country in the world, but it has one of the highest taxes in the world.
And what's
I think
the
we're
tax?
like in top. Do you mean your taxes that you pay every year?
I don't know. There are lots of different taxes.
Like your general tax. I'm not talking about your car tax or your road tax or whatever. Just your general tax when you go to work.
Well, any tax that you can tell me. Like how much you pay at the grocery
your
store.
Income, your income tax. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing. That eventually everything turns out to. As long as you pay your taxes, we'll do whatever we want, and that's
Yeah, how much is the income tax?
It depends on how much you earn.
And how much do they take you now?
For me, My annual bill is around 2,500 euros.
And percentage-wise?
Percentage-wise, wait, because I don't really look that up. I only know what I have to pay. But I think, because honestly, I really don't care about these things. I know what I have to pay. So,
how much do they charge you at the store?
I think this is a completely different thing. Like, how do we actually see taxes? Because over here, like, we have, I think it's a 21%.
Like when you go to grocery store and buy grocery, you pay 21%?
Mm-hmm.
That's a tax?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think it is.
Election
I know it's very high over here because there are a lot of people complaining about this, because in other countries it is possible to, in other countries have like 6% or maybe even 12%.
Did you get
and
paid
with us
by the tax if your income is minus? I think so. There is some kind of social support from the government. Here in Canada, we have the same system. I shouldn't say same system. We have the system you're talking about, Bonnie. If your income is too low, government pay you the end of the year. I don't know when I'm getting paid, but when I was working at a hotel, my income was quite low. So actually, I got money back from the government.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens.
Yeah, it's the same over here. If you barely earn anything, then there's a big chance that they will give you money back, or you just don't have to pay anything. It's also over here that if you like own a house that you bought and you have like renovation works and stuff like that, then you can actually put that in your taxes to deliver. And then they deduct that actually from the money that you would own them. And the more you actually put in your taxes that you invested in yourself, your business or a house or whatever, then you have bigger chance that you don't have to pay taxes actually. But if you're like me, you just have a standard job, you have nothing to actually bring in, then you're gonna pay the full price of it.
彼が今言ってたのはですね、大体消費税は20% が 21% らしいんですけれども、他の所得税みたいのはその収入に応じて変わってくるらしいんですね。本人ちょっとすごい持ってかれるって言ってた割には何パーっていうのはちょっと自覚してないみたいなんですけどね。他には何の話したかな。私が今カナダで働いてるわけではなくて、厳密には日本の企業向けに働いてるんですけど、こっちでちょっと働いてる時期があって、でその時は、いわゆる低所得者ですねの枠に入ってたので、1年に1回そのなんていうのかな、所得のなんていうのかな、申請クレームなんていうんだっけ、確定申告かみたいなのしなきゃいけないんですけれども、その時に私の収入が低所得者の枠に入ってたので、一応政府からの、キャッシュバックみたいなのはあったんですね。でそういうシステムはベルギーにもありますという話でしたね。ちょっと日本はどういうことになっているのかわからないんだけれども、消費税だけ高いっていう風によく文句言う人いるんだけど、社会保障の方のね制度とかもちゃんと見てみないと、果たしてそれがいいことなのか悪いことなのかっていうのはなかなかわからないですよね。でも確かに 20% は大きいかなと思いますけどね。Well, I think that a tax is really heavy in Belgium, but I think the social system is really, really considered good.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you told me about like how much you have to pay to see a doctor, I think that's ridiculously good price.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely.
So considering a lot of things like that, 21% might not be too high. But in Japan, I think it's 10%.
Mm-hmm.
But every time I go home, I feel a lot of things are cheap in Japan, but the living cost might be actually high in Japan. That's my impression.
That's maybe a question I want to ask for the viewers right now.
Okay.
Like, what is the average price for like a decent apartment in Japan
Like
monthly
rent?
if you want to rent? Yeah, like for rent.
Well, I think it's depending on the place, but okay. まあちょっと彼が気になってるんですけどね、大体まあ普通の生活を送る上で家賃っていうのはね、アパートとかに住むのどれくらいかかるんですかっていう風に聞いてるんですけど、まあ正直場所にもよりけりだよね。まあ家とか持ってる人はまた違うかもしれないけど、大体私の出身地が埼玉県で、まあまあ結構住宅地だったんですけど、1ヶ月の家賃はなんだかんだ言って多分7万8万ぐらいしてたかなと思うんですよね。で東京に行くと多分10万超えは当たり前になるだろうし、10万とか15万とかになると思うんだけどね。まあそれにプラス水道代、電気代、ガス代なんてつけたらね、家賃だけで結構なお金になっちゃうと思うんだけど、considering where I come from, the city my parents live, it's not really city area, it's more like a residential area. And to rent a room in my city, I believe you have to pay at least 70 or 80,000 yen to have a room, which is what, $700, $800. So in euro, what, like 600?
Yeah.
500?
That's like, yeah. It's very hard to find something for this price over here. You have to be very lucky.
And the minimum wage is like what, 800 yen? 900 yen? So like what, 5 euro? 6 euro? That's minimum wage.
That's minimum wage. What kind of job do you have to do to get that money, minimum wage?
The minimum wage? Well, let's say you work at McDonald's.
Okay.
Something like a cash register, I guess.
Wow, that's really low.
Yeah.
But yeah, it depends on the, of course, the cost. I can't really see it from my perspective here in Belgium because it's completely different over there because of the taxes and everything.
Yeah, it's really hard to compare.
But is that like normal? Like that minimum wage, can you survive on that? If you work the whole month full time on that wage, is it possible to survive a whole month with that income?
Well, minimum wage is minimum wage. You're supposed to live. Well, that's why another thing is that people live with their parents, right? Because living cost is so high and it's kind of normal to live with your parents. Then you can save up a little money.
Yeah.
So it would be hard to live by yourself with a minimum income, I think. I mean minimum wage.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to get like a clear picture of this, how it actually looks.
Yeah. Well, thank you for showing interest. Thank you for sharing. I'm thinking to cut it here. It was very nice talking with you.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it was good to be here.
Yeah, it's been like 90 minutes. I guess it's too long for people who are not used to listening to English. It's difficult to live by yourself in any situation anyway. Yeah. It's true. Sometimes it's easier with 2 people, 3 people, but if you have too many, like if you have kids, that's totally a different situation.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you very much for joining, guys, and happy birthday to Searching.
Yes, thank you very much, Ms. Bean, and thank you everybody for joining us. It was good seeing you guys, and yeah, it was nice. I'm glad that we were able to do this, And yeah, we'll see what the future brings.
Yeah, it was such a long time for 90 minutes, but thank you very much for staying with us. I don't know if we're going to come back for the next time, but we'll definitely come back for the next radio show, like, upload version. But anyway, thank you very much for coming. And if we're going to have this same thing next time, please come back.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, thank you guys. Have a good day. Have a good night.
Yes, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.